Hi guys, it's Mike here from KS Bushcraft down under. I haven't done a custom Victorinox build in quite a while. I haven't been inspired to do anything that I haven't already done. Okay, so I was going through my parts box, which seems to be ever growing, and I've got enough bits to build a really basic 111mm build. Okay, equivalent of a picnic, sort of 2-layer knife, or with a Phillips that would be an adventurer, sort of cap lifter, can opener, blade, reamer. And I wish Victorinox would build something, an alox version of the 111mm with this basic tool set. This is off a 93mm Soldier. This was the last one in 07 that they made like this before they went over to the 111 Soldier. So really it's got everything that you really need, nothing that you don't. Nice smooth back. So I've got enough components to put one together. So I've got a back plate of a Sentinel, so I can delete this tool. That would just leave me with that tool set there, which is basically what I want. And these are the side plates, so you can see they're actually embossed. This is so the tool set spins on these, so they're not just flat pieces of aluminium. And these of course are the covers. So I was wondering whether I should build one like I would build a 93. So I found this aluminium checker plate on the Verge side junk, which I'm going to give it, it's got a bit of a bend in it, but I can straighten that. I was debating whether I should build a set of side plates, because that would have to be marked in reverse, and build it like this with the rivets exposed. So by the time I allowed for removing the scale and the side plates, it's not much thicker. Very little in it. I could always plane this down a bit with a belt sander, but it would be awfully close, and I think that would look pretty tough. So that's the basic plan. I'll have to mark these out, saw them out and hand file them. I don't have any other method of removing aluminium, so it'll take a while, but due to the magics of video editing and stuff, it shouldn't take you that long to watch it. Anyway guys, that's what I'm going to do. So what I've done, I've traced around with a marker pen, so I need to remove all of the line, and when I drill them I'm going to pair them together, so if I have any inaccuracies it'll be consistent between the two halves. So I'll get these sawn out and shaped up, and then I'll drill them and we'll bang this thing together. Okay guys, another hot one today. We're forecasting 40 degrees Celsius. So we've had a bit of progress. So here we are now. Now I've still got to shape this side. I can't find my large half round file, so I'll have to go hunting for that. So what I did, when I roughed out the shape, I used the center divider to mark it out. I drilled one side, and because I don't have a press drill, I clamped it together and hand drilled it, so they're looking pretty straight, reasonably. And as long as they're good enough to get the alignment between these points, 3 points here, the reamer part doesn't really matter that much. So I'll do a test fit, and I should be able to file this with it assembled anyway. So I just need to find another piece of 2.5 rod and I'll have a test fit. I thought I was a bit off, no wonder this rod's a bit bent. Anyway, plenty more of it. So there's the first layer in. So there's a lock there. So next will be a locking plate will go in. Then the tool set and the back ream will go in. So pretty straightforward stuff. Normally I do this on a wooden jig. It's too hot outside to be playing around in the shed. So all I'm doing is just lining the three up. I've got enough room. I can just press this down home. Those that watch my other videos, you know, I normally have a block of wood as an anvil. So there is the lock. That's how it works. Now the reason these are never super tight is all these things are stone washed and are slightly rounded. So once I get that home, I'll put the next layer in. Right, so here's the tool set in place. Now this wants to pop apart. It's easier with the blade open. You have to watch the cutting edge, of course. So there it is there. If you try and assemble this with it closed, the pressure on this spring bar here will make it really hard. So you have to tape it together and pull the tape out. All I have to do now is put this side plate down on and pin it together with some tape until I work out what I'm going to do with these pins. So there it is there. It's all pretty straightforward stuff. Okay, so all the pins are lining up. So I'll just gently press it together. So there should be sufficient tension on this. I've got no problems being able to shape these, except for the spring bar here by hand. Yeah, so I need to come lower here. Well guys, that turned out pretty good, I think. So 18mm stick, so thinner than a huntsman and slightly thicker than a 3-layer soldier, but I think a lot more robust construction. I haven't made my mind up whether I'll round this more. I've just rounded it with a file so there's no edge on it. I haven't sort of shaped it this style like Victorinox does. So I'll get out there at some point and polish it. We're not going outside at the moment. It's 42 degrees Celsius. So it's got a good snap. I think it's a bit of a beast. I really do. I might just use it as my work knife for the next couple of weeks. Then I might give it a test the pins and give it a polish on the buffing wheel. But I think for a work knife, it's a bit of a beaut. Anyway guys, if you like this type of content and it helps you make good things, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.